when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the...
It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cowboys and the Patriots, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Throwing Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Peterson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Peterson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Off play action. Peterson. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Peterson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Peterson. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake. Peterson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Peterson now. Off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Running right through him, and he works free. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Peterson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Off play action. Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Operating from the gun. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now Peterson throwing on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Off the play fake, Peterson. And this one's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll try and run with Harris. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off-play action. Peterson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here on Open. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Off the play fake, Peterson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Pinheiro now to have the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Peterson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Mine feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Jones throwing on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
To throw is Peterson, throwing on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, Peterson. And his throw here is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off play action, Peterson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Peterson throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Back to throw. Jones. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. On the move past the 40. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll go with Pollard here on first. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. An exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
To avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Dudley who picks it. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Peterson throwing to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Peterson going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Peterson to throw on third down. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New England, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings you never